and welcome back to this week's Ramble. Mark, what is going on? What are we... Hold on.
Are you shitting me out?
I'm trying to shit on you. I'm trying. One of these times we might have to get fake shit to drop on you.
Or I'll just poop on myself and throw it in the air and... actually, here's what I'll do. I'll take a shit and throw it on the fan that's like right there, and I'll literally shit on the fan and like let the shit hit the fan and boom, and it's all over the place.
I feel like you're taking this just way too seriously.
I mean,
anyway,
I would never do that. It's okay.
So, guys, welcome back to this week's Ramble, and we're here to talk about smart cars will kill us. Mark, smart cars are gonna fucking kill us. Have you heard about this?
Only when you sent me this article. It was the first time I actually really thought about it, because I know like self-driving cars are becoming a thing, and trying to make the software smarter, safer for the driver. I never really thought about other people on the other side of that thing. I never thought about how...
Well, it's called the trolley problem.
Which, I read about that, which is interesting little...
it's fascinating.
Was it philosophical type?
It's a philosophical debate where basically there is no right or wrong answer. Philosophy, for those who don't know, isn't it's not a... The statement of my philosophy on life is actually completely wrong when it comes to actually what philosophy is. Philosophy is the debate of actual theory.
It's just like a thought experiment.
Theory that basically can't go into fact, where basically like the trolley problem asks...
This is nice.
When there's no right answer, where basically you have people in a car who are going to hit this barrier, and the problem is no matter what they die. Or you hit these people, and no matter what, they die. That is the circumstance, and there is no getting around that. No matter what.
Problem. What was it like? There's a group. There's like six. There's a trolley on train tracks, and there's a lever. And if you don't pull the lever, the trolley is going to automatically just go in the same path and kill 6 people. Or you can pull the lever and single-handedly kill one person at your own peril.
The one that always makes that more complicated is when you kill the one, it's a baby.
Yeah. It's almost like I don't want to.
I had to hear about that. I had to hear about that all the time as someone who was in philosophy. And people would get so roiled because they were just like, "Well, why don't the brakes work?" Because that's not the problem. If that was the problem, then it would actually be in the problem. It would say and.
Here's something really weird. Like you can kind of. Take the trolley problem and apply it to Christianity, because according to Christianity, God killed his only son to save humanity. So it's
let's not get into that. So I definitely don't.
I'm gonna trolley problem.
I'm gonna
his son
give you a
easily.
small adjustment.
Oh shit! I moved my window.
Yep, I'm adjusting you. There we go. And now I'm adjusting.
Anyway,
myself,
so back to smart cars and the trolley problem, and.
I think this is so for me, as far as smart cars go, this will not only hinder the progression of smart cars, this might actually slow how society adapts to smart cars. Now, I think a huge portion of this is going to become how many smart cars get out there at first, and then at the same time, in the same hand, how much it reduces the amount of car-related accidents and deaths.
Right.
If it is substantial, that is where smart cars will begin to take over compared to driver cars,
right?
Or should we say self-driving cars instead of smart cars, because smart cars are technically fuel-efficient cars. But I didn't say it that way in the graphic, so whatever.
Yeah.
So. Where do you personally stand on self-driving cars in general?
The idea is good, because just the idea of not having user error, because that seems to be the problem of most automobile accidents. It's people
not paying attention, being on their fucking phones while they're driving.
So these self-driving cars, not a bad idea. I saw the one article, I forget who it was. It wasn't Gizmodo. It might have been Gizmodo, about Mercedes. I think it was Jezebel. I don't know. Mercedes basically said that in their self-driving... Hi. In their self-driving cars...
We're getting used to this.
Yeah, the software is going to be to protect the driver at all costs, and basically saying, fuck everybody else. But I think what needs to happen, and not that needs to happen, is there's going to have to be some sort of
situational.
Yes. So there's going to be some sort of catastrophe in the future at some point where this is going to happen, where the smart car or the self-driving car is going to kill pedestrians, more than one, and keep the driver safe, and then they're going to have to rethink this whole strategy. But as of now, like Tesla's autopilot, I guess it hasn't really killed anybody yet. There's been a few accidents, but Tesla's pretty much ruled out that autopilot was the fault in that accident. So it's going to be really hard to steer, for lack of a better word, steer this in the right direction without having more precedent examples to work off of.
I personally, I love anything that gives me more time to absorb information, watch a show, play a game. And I was really for
I'm really
having a smart...
digging this, by the way. There it is.
Oh.
Like, this whole setup, it's nice.
This was where, like, the prior graphic really came into play, because I was just like, I want these, like, these diagonal lines for the sources section. So yeah, this is how I mostly arrived at the other screen. But yeah, I think sources are going to be really cool for us going forward, even if we don't have a lot of viewership. I was really for this, but now I'm kind of just like, again, for me, a lot of it's going to be numbers. And I want to be clear on, I think, what's mostly my point of view, but also a point of view you kind of side with, where this technology is going to take a lot of time to still get to us.
Right.
Like, we as, like, lower level consumers of higher end products, won't get to this for like another 5 or 8 or 10 years, in my mind. Especially if they start getting held back by these morality issues.
Well, the thing is, too, is like, basically this is saying, like, if a car is going to run to a field of pedestrians, is it going to steer off to the side and hit a wall and potentially kill the driver, or is it going to hit the pedestrians, potentially kill them? But the problem is, like, you can hit like 3 or 4 people and not die. You can, run into a wall and not die.
That's why the trolley problem is so specific. Yeah. No matter what, they will die. There's no other. And I think this is going to have to be like, there's going to have to basically be a team where it's just like, we have the trolley software, where it's just like, we have run through as many possible situations like this as possible, and we can put that programming into your car, Mercedes, Honda, etc. Come to us, and we will, you can pay to have our trolley software, or whatever they want to call it, where basically they run through all of the morality problems, and basically when the car realizes this, within a second it can figure out which problem this is and try to prevent the worst possible outcome. I think no matter what side of this falls on, though, I think there's still going to be a huge problem for the fucking manufacturers. Because no matter what, the person in the car, the family of the person in the car, the family of the people in the crosswalk, or the people who are still alive from the crosswalk,
someone's going to sue somebody.
Going to, the crosshairs are going to light up.
Right.
And for me, I think it's going to be... It's going to be a long time until we have any definitive answers on this.
Yeah, definitely. So there's just not enough precedent to go off of.
This is just... So we've kind of dabbled with talking about AI before. And how I personally don't side with those who are just like, we're on the cusp of AI. Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
As we continue to say on Great Scott Marcus, technology evolves incredibly slowly. It iterates very fast, and this is just another one of those problems that's going to stand in the way of not only AI but machines becoming more integrated with our society. So, shall we?
Yes.
All right,
Let us
let's
continue
move on.